Patreon. Love you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys. It's an honor. I'm blessed by you guys. So today I kind of want to talk about something a little bit different, but could be potentially useful in certain situations. What is this? This is an edibility test. I know it takes a long time to properly perform an edibility test, but I don't know if you guys have ever heard this before, but when you're out in this stuff, and if you're surviving for a long period of time, in an extreme survival situation, not in a, like I'm foraging, I have food storage, stuff like that. If you're in an extreme survival situation, this might help you out. Edibility test. The thing is, this thing takes about 40 hours to complete before you can figure out if something's edible. So I took some notes to make sure I didn't screw it up and stuff like that, you know. So, first thing, use caution. Do this at your own risk. Understand I'm not a medical professional. Can't offer medical advice. But this is what I learned, what I was trained how to do. And I went back and I double checked, make sure that, you know, what I had up here is still viable and still reasonable. And it's still the way to do it. So this is what I got. Okay, so when you're out and about and you want to know if something's edible, first off, only test one thing at a time, obviously, because you need to have a control group. You need to make sure that you know what is making you isn't okay or is okay. This also does not work on fungi, meaning mushrooms and stuff like that. That can be very dangerous right off the bat. So, one thing you want to do is you want to find things that are plentiful in your area. Like if I want to test blackberry leaves, blackberries are all over the place, test something plentiful, because you don't want to test something that's not, doesn't appear all over the place, because then if you find out it's edible, you won't have that much to eat, right? Okay, yes. Avoid contaminated areas. If you're in any kind of area where there's sewage, any kind of contamination. I can't think of anything that might, all the possibilities out there, but don't do that. Obviously, wash everything before cooking, because there's contaminants, there's stuff that falls from the sky, there's, you know, animal pee, there's just all kinds of stuff. There may be pesticides on it. You don't know. Depends on where you are. If you're in the city, extremely rural, whatever. If you're in the city, you're probably not in a serious, hardcore survival situation, though, because there's way better options than this. This is just general information. Separate the parts of the plant, the roots, the leaves, stuff like that, and only test one part at a time, because there may be different parts. The roots may be edible, the leaves may not be. So make sure you do that. Test for contact poison. Okay, the first thing we want to do is like get a leaf, say a leaf, crush it up, and then put it on the inside of your wrist, on the sensitive skin there. Rub it on there. And then wait, 15 minutes I think it is. Yeah, 15 minutes. Make sure there's no itching, burning, you know, rashes, anything like that. Obviously, that's a simple one. This may not work for poison oak, poison ivy, because I don't know if it'll show up in 15 minutes, but there's part of this test. After that, if you're good to go, and only proceed, obviously, if you're good to go. If you stop, just stop. Pick something else. Take the crushed leaf, put it inside your lip, like a dip, like people dip. I don't know, I've never done it, but put it inside your lip for 5 minutes, and see if there's any unpleasant reactions. Burning, sensation, lots of tingling, you know, anything like that. Anything bad, stop the test. If there's none, then chew it. Note burning, bitterness, soapy taste, stuff like that. That can mean other things. And if that's good to go, then if there's none, and then we're talking about a tiny little bit of it, then swallow the juice, not the leaf. Spit out the leaf, swallow the juice, and then wait 8 hours. This is why this test takes a long time. 8 hours. Pay attention to any kind of dizziness, nausea, lightheadedness, tired, aches, anything like that. If you feel any of those, stop the test. If there's none, then you eat a small portion, a small amount of whatever it is. Then you wait another 8 hours. That's why this test takes a long time. If you're good to go, then eat a handful, a small handful of it, then wait 24 hours. If you're still good to go, should be safe. So, hope I got that. Let me make sure just got this. Another indication you can have is if animals are eating it. If you see deer eating it, stuff like that. May be a sign, may not be a sign, but that's one possible indicator of it being viable for you. So, let's cut off the key factors here. It needs to be plentiful, because you want to waste 40 hours of your time when you're in an extreme survival situation, potentially starving, to find out that it's not going to work, or that it's okay, but there's not enough available to feed you, to provide enough calories. And then take your time, be subjective with the test, be careful. You do this at your own risk. I don't suggest doing this. This is like a last resort extreme survival situation, but it is what it is. And if you need to play back the video, write down some notes, stuff like that, put it in your notebook, go back over it, go for it. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I didn't put out a video in the last 2 days, or maybe today's second day. I forget. I apologize. Been busy trying to get out some more stuff, and more good stuff coming. So stay frosty, and win for America yesterday with Kyle Rittenhouse's acquittal. Yes, finally. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.